Hey guys, welcome to TradersMastering. Please like this video to help the YouTube algorithms recommend it to more traders looking for profitable strategy. Ensure you watch it from beginning to the end, or else you will get confused along the way. This video is going to make you a profitable trader. When talking about FVG stands for fair value gap, which I talked about in my previous video. It stands for fair value gap, and you can also call it gap or Larry gap, depends on whichever way you call it. I always told you something about FVG is a price imbalance that occurs when there is a sudden and significant movement in price, leaving a gap between the high of one candle and the low of another candle, which indicates a potential area for price to retrace or continue. So in other ways, FVG is an imbalance, like I said, but it's also a liquidity for price to move. For me, FVG is not just an imbalance. FVG is a liquidity that fuel lower time frame price movements from one direction to another. You get what I'm saying? Because FVG is no longer an old strategy. FVG has already existed before most traders came into, like Larry Williams discovered FVG as a gap. So you understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm going to dive into our profitable 5-minute fractal money generator strategy, which you can use as a day trader, or depends on what time frame you are going to use it for, but I'm going to use it on the 2 hours and the 5-minute time frame. So I want you to grab your note pen with a cup of coffee and watch this video. This is our diagram on the FVG, which I'm going to talk about, explain in details. Imagine this candle represent the 2-hour candle on the FVG, and this represent also the 2-hour candles in the FVG, and this represent also the 2 hours candle in the FVG. So what are we going to do? If on the first diagram you notice that there is an FVG between these candles, and for example we are looking for a buying scenario we want to buy at this point. So what do? We need to go to our 5-minute time frame. We allow price to enter into this gap and go to our lower time frame to look for a buying. So how do we notice if this FVG is a valid FVG? We normally look for liquidity. FVG is a liquidity manipulation that most people don't talk about in their channel or talk about anywhere else in the internet. FVG for me is a liquidity on a lower time frame. Imagine this is the 2 hour. This can be a liquidity on the lower time frame, like the 5-minute time frame. Once price, if maybe you scale down to the 5-minute time frame, you will notice that there is going to be a pocket gap that is visible on the 2-hour candle, but it's not visible on the 5-minute time frame. It's just a form of other block or gap. This is called fractal, because this fractal is what we are going to look in details in this video. So this candle, this 2-hour candle represent bullish candle on the upside. This upside, these are other candle, which are the third candle on the first diagram. What happened? You notice this is a bearish candle. Remember, this 2 candle is a bullish candle. So what do you do at this instance? All you have to go is to go to your 5-minute time frame and look for a liquidity rate on this short-term low, and look for price to move further, because you're going to look for price to move further. So same thing also apply to this one, because remember there are 2 types of liquidity rate I talk about in my video, which I'm going to link the video up at the description. I talk about the ABC liquidity rate manipulation, and which are normally called ABC retracement manipulation, which I talk about in this in my previous video in this channel. So if you don't, I'm going to put it in the description of this video. So let me dive deeper. Before, if this is a 2-hour candle, what is the lower time frame going to do? For example, imagine this is a 2-hour candle, and we normally notice that there is an indecision between this candle, and maybe this is a bearish. price is going to be like this on the lower time frame, or it can just stuck on one position at that instance. So what you need to do is to go to your 5-minute time frame, but that's not just the case. So this one is called retracement manipulation of the FVG, which I'm going to talk about in my next video. I'm going to dive deeper into the power of the FVG, which I'm not going to talk. I'm just giving a brief understanding about the 2-hour and the 5-minute time frame. So let me go further. So these two gap is a bullish, what we normally called one side liquidity, which the candle just remain a bullish candle, and it just, all you have to do is to look for a liquidity read on the candle and look for when market structure shift on the lower time frame, and look for an entry on the lower time frame. And we also have the third manipulation pattern, which is also this. If you notice, this candle can be bullish, but this can also be a sideways candle, which is as a bearish or bullish candle. Depends on if you're looking for a bullish scenario, but there's going to be a gap. It's for price to just take out this 2-hour candle and look for an entry on the lower time frame. You will just notice a sudden price movement to the upside. So that is what the FVG, this diagram represent. Having this trading strategy is one of the profitable, like I said. And how do we maximize our profit in this trading strategy? There are two ways we are going to maximize our trading strategy. So the first one is called the short-term highs and lows. Like I always say something, that the short-term highs and lows control what price is going to do on the 2-hour time frame. So once we understand the 2-hour short-term highs and low, which is called our trend, understand that you can be able to know how you can be able to trade this trading strategy. So I'm going to take you on a quick guide, a quick tour on our 2-hour candle on the, let me just say, the GBP USD. Let me say the GBP USD. I'm going to show you on a quick walk on this FVG can be profitable in your scalping strategy or in your day-to-day activities. So let's see how it's going to be. Like I told you that we have 3 types of FVG. If you notice this FVG on this candlestick, however, please, I want you to quickly to set your trading view time to New York session on the time zone. So I taught you before, you can set it on the New York zone. So same thing, if you want to set it to the 2 hours, all you have to do is to go to your trading view and you locate your 2-hour candlestick, your 2 hours chart time frame interval, which is the 2 hour, is down below. Look at it, you click on the 2 hour. From there you are good to go. So let me continue further. When I told you that there is 3 types of FVG, remember this FVG we have here is called is going to be manipulation. That is the type 1 retracement manipulation of the FVG. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about it in my next video. This is the manipulation type 1 FVG, whereby price on the lower time frame create a massive uptrend. And remember, this candle is being bearish on the lower time frame. It represents a minor highs and lows on the 5-minute time frame. What happened in this candlestick now? On the next candlestick, when the 2-hour candlestick opened, what happened? Price quickly swept this down candlestick, and you look for a way to enter on the 5-minute candlestick, and you set your stop loss below the short term of this 2-hour candlestick, and you aim for at least 2.5 or 2 to 1 arrow, or even 3 to 1, depends on your choice. So you understand what I'm saying. So example 2 now also comes in place. What happened? This is one side FVG. Notice that this FVG was being seen here, and we also have the one I told you about, that is the type 1 retracement FVG. Remember, this is not a type 1, this is called continuation FVG raid. This is continuation FVG raid because the continuation FVG raid is, this implies that when this candlestick was bullish, the first candlestick was bullish, the second candlestick which is the third was bullish, the first was bullish, everything was bullish. So on the lower time frame, like the 5-minute time frame, you just see price is creating higher high, higher low. So it's going for going uptrend at that scenario. But in a sense, the other example we'll look at, the FVG was going uptrend, but there was a downtrend on the 2-hour candlestick. So at this instance, on this candlestick, you look for a way to take out this continuation raid, and you enter on the 5-minute market structure shift, which is called the fractal, which I'm going to show you how you are going to do that. So example theory. So this example theory is very straightforward. Like, what do you see? You notice there's an FVG below this 2-hour candlestick, which is the bearish. And remember, this first one is bullish, the second one is bullish, but the third one is a bearish, which I normally told you that this happens. This is going to be like this, like this, like this, like this. But in this scenario, price was bearish. Are you seeing it? Price was bearish. So it was just bearish. So if price is going to take this liquidity, it's going to take this liquidity here. But remember, this candlestick has already take out liquidity at the up candlestick. So for me, at this instance, this is not going to be a go setup. It's not going to be a go setup because price already take out that liquidity. You can decide to enter, depends on your choice. But remember, this is a bearish candle. You can decide to enter on the FVG because the down candlestick has already take the up candlestick, which you can normally enter as FVG. But also remember that there was also a engulfing candlestick that appeared at this instance. But remember, there was an FVG below this, which is not going to be our strategy. Like I said, this is not our strategy. So we are going to delete this. I'm going to delete this strategy now, this boss. So I deleted it now. So in the other one scenario, what happened again? You see there was an FVG at this instance. So what do you notice happened? Price take out, go to this FVG, and price move downward. So this scenario also happened, and like I always told you, remember that this candlestick cover this FVG, which is not going to be our entry. This is not our entry, so we'll skip this setup. So the next one is that we also look for an FVG on our down candlestick. Remember, we look for a way to enter the bearish. What do you see happen? It take out this liquidity, this candlestick liquidity. What happened? There is also a bearish trend. So same thing also apply to this instance. There was also an FVG. Price take out this liquidity on this 2-hour liquidity candle. There was also a downward trend. So are you seeing example I'm giving you? So same thing also apply to this one. Notice there was also an FVG at this instance. What happened? You quickly buy. Remember that after buying, what happened? There was also a massive sellout during the news event. So there was a massive sellout. You can, if you normally notice this thing, is going to give you almost 2.5 or even 3.5. So do you see? We have not even lose at least maybe 2 or 3. Everything is just profitable. That is to show you how profitable this strategy is. So same thing also apply to this. What do you notice happened? Remember, this FVG was inside this previous candlestick. The first candle was inside the previous candlestick, which is not our FVG, because the first candlestick must be outside another candle. must take out another candle low for we to look for a bullish FVG. So this was just a form of manipulation. People who didn't know how this FVG is being formed, they are going to get liquidated, and at the end they are going to be blaming themselves. So that is it. So same thing also apply to this. We look for an FVG. This is our loss, but it's okay. That's not just the case. So we also go to this. There was also an FVG, but it could not be able to meet our criteria. There was also an FVG at this instance. So do you see FVG here, FVG here? Imagine how many profit are you making? You have two profitable trade in a row. So what are you looking for? What are you still looking for again? So same thing also apply. Profitable trade in a row. What do you ever need? So this is how you trade this setup, guys. This is how you trade this setup, guys. For the trend, you can decide to use your short-term highs and lows. Like imagine this is a short-term highs and lows. I told you this is a short-term highs, this is short-term lows. You can decide to mark it, depends. You can just decide to look for FVG only. Just look for FVG only. You are going to become a profitable trader. Thank you so much for watching this video. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the fractal strategy. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please make sure to like and share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel. I will see you other time. Happy trading. God bless.